out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Morgan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Good. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete here. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Here you go. 47. Here you go, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Hey, here we go. 1-8. Here you go. 26.
Back now in Arlington. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push.
It's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. 1-8. Here we go. 46. 46. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. Get out there. Get out there. 26.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Brian Arakpo.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
46. 46. Got it. Switch.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up caught.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go. Wide 8. Take 4. Here you go.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
46.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
There you go. Wide 8. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there. Yeah,
absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.